So this flight from Salt Lake City to Amsterdam would be governed by what's called the Montreal Convention, which is a treaty that governs international flights.
I spoke with Leah Bucciero this afternoon, an aviation plaintiff's attorney in Miami. She says the Montreal Convention entitles international passengers to certain things in a situation like this that domestic passengers would not be entitled to. For example, if this had been a domestic flight, to receive damages from the airline, passengers would have to prove the airline was negligent in some way. Not so with international flights.
The treaty that governs international carriage, in this instance, the passengers would be entitled to compensation for their injuries up to a certain level, which is approximately $170,000. And Delta would have strict liability for those actual damages up to that amount. And then above that amount, Delta would need to establish that they didn't do anything wrong in order to avoid liability.
She says because this was an international flight, the Montreal Convention shifts the burden onto Delta to prove it did nothing wrong. She acknowledges Delta responded to the incident very professionally, but that does not remove the question of whether the pilots should have known that because of bad weather nearby, severe turbulence was a possibility. She says that will be hard for the airline to prove.